Check out this house, 60 years in the making. But the backyard, let's just say, time for a changing. Dan and Daria are ready for it, and we are bringing it.
Hi, I'm Dan Levette.
And I'm Daria Levette.
And this is our yard. We moved into this house about 3 years ago, and since then, our family has grown exponentially. We have now a young daughter who's 1 and also a young golden retriever who's extremely active. And our yard right now is a natural disaster.
The grass has a receding hairline, the patio is a mess, the whole space is actually really boxy and uninviting. We really want a space that's more family friendly, more fun, and definitely low maintenance.
So low maintenance is when Dan does all the work, right?
Right,
Does that work for you?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And Dan, how about for you? What is low maintenance for you?
Low maintenance is minimal watering, minimal care. We have a kid, and these thumbs are not too green.
All right. Well, I've got a designer who can kind of knock out the boxy thing for you, Lisa Kaiser.
Wow, check this place out. This is a lot of work to do.
Yeah, so this is our space.
our yard.
Wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful. So what kinds of things do you guys want?
Well, first of all, the patio is just a mess. It's just dull and boring and very uninviting.
Yeah. It's ugly, that's what it is.
It's very
It's
ugly.
very ugly. There's no lawn here anymore. I have weeds now and I have mud, and that's about all I have.
What I see here is a gorgeous Italian grotto garden.
That sounds great.
That
yeah,
sounds great.
That sounds
Yeah,
perfect.
I mean, you have this gorgeous fig, and the Italian grotto in history represents sanctuary, peace, relaxation, shelter. It's just a beautiful, beautiful space that you have, and it's already set up just fine for that.
Lisa wants to use lots of natural elements to create a private Mediterranean-style setting.
Water is the main feature. Then there have to be certain plants that are overshadowing and creating shade, light falling through the trees, a bench, a seating area, something very peaceful and quiet.
Lisa's plan starts with blue flagstone pavers that'll go down over the existing cement to create a formal patio and dining area.
I think it's really, really important that we reface this with a beautiful blue stone, which will have some warm tones and some darker grays to match with your house.
A large potting bowl filled with sand will become a creative play space and fit in with the rustic Italian theme.
So we're going to demo out the steps. Basically, we'll have the bowl featured right here.
A custom 2-post arbor will be built in the back corner next to the existing shed.
In the grotto tradition, you usually want to have some kind of seating around it so that you can really enjoy the calm and peace of what a grotto offers.
An urn fountain with a bed of pebbles will sit under an existing fig tree.
So when you're sitting in the trellis, you can observe that water feature really beautifully.
Lisa also wants to build an urn-style bench to dress up that empty corner by the house. Curved planting beds will get rid of the boxy feel in the yard, and a new lawn with fragrant plants and vines will add color and softness to the hardscape.
Daria, the design, is it speaking to you?
Yes.
What's it saying?
It's saying, I love the sandbox.
Okay, nice.
For me, it's saying green grass.
Mow me is what it's
Mow me.
saying.
Have something to mow.
And
Absolutely.
you're good with that?
I'm great with that.
All right, so the grotto is a go.
The grotto is
It's a
definite
go.
Day one begins and just about everything has to go. The plants and patchy lawn are history. We're tearing out the cracked concrete slabs. And the tired wooden ledge by the patio, it's out of here. Our materials arrive by the truck full. A mountain of mulch for planting, sand for the sandbox,
Yeah. Look at that.
and stacks of flagstone pavers for the patio. We kick off the project with our flagstone patio. Since the old patio is level and structurally sound, Lisa decided to leave it. It's a smart and easy way to get a beautiful new patio without spending hundreds of dollars to tear the old concrete out.
We'll dig a little dirt out here and then put some stone in the shape of the circle. So we'll boost a little stone here and a little stone here so that when we put the flagstone down, it'll all be on a level plane and be solid.
We add a layer of sand,
A lot of the old aggregate concrete over time shifts and bends, so you just have to make sure that you put enough sand down that when you do put the square cut stones, you can shift them and jimmy them around so that they settle equally. What we want is to have the sand about 2 inches thick so that when we put the flagstone down, it will be all pretty much uniform even.
And now the unveiling, huh?
we're using square-cut pavers called Connecticut bluestone.
Oh, beautiful. Look at the color. Isn't that gorgeous?
I love it.
That warm color.
Yeah.
And the
That'd be
blue will go
beautiful.
perfectly with your house.
Let's start unloading this thing.
There's a little gray, there's a little blue, but if you look
Yeah.
hard, some other colors going on.
Yeah, there's some beautiful kind of browns and earthy tones, sand, which we just love.
Do a sort of off pattern.
Oh, perfect. That'll actually look a lot better.
So what we'll do is just take this,
Slide it down.
slide it down and about halfway.
Okay. Then we fill in with the smaller cut ones
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
Love how it's patterned in such a way that it's not really.
Not everything's perfect.
Yeah, uniform. Yes, exactly.
It's day 2, and we're making major progress turning Dan and Daria's backyard into an Italian grotto garden. Today, we're building an urn bench, laying down sod, putting in all the plants. But our first task, installing a unique sandbox.
And what we're gonna do is create a kind of circle in here, and then we'll bring the big old heavy sandbox in, the sand bowl, and we'll see how high it goes when we set it in. It's gonna go in front of the little garden shed, so it's actually really nicely integrated to 2 different grade levels. You can see there's some aggregate concrete here, and they pour a concrete base and they form it, and it dries, and then when it's all dried, they then stain it with a beautiful rustic looking stain, and it's really simple.
So, how much are we talking about here, Lisa? Weight-wise.
300 to 400 pounds.
There we go.
Okay.
We tried to grab with 2 people and it was like, this isn't happening. So we summoned in the troops and, you know, Jimmy did it through the fence and, you know, into the backyard.
I think we're good, yeah.
Holy moly.
That is heavy.
Sandbox time?
Break time's over. Now we've got to place the bowl to see if it fits.
Oh, yes. All right, now let's jockey it over just a bit forward a little more. A little farther,
I think
yes.
we should go back.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
There.
Pretty close, but Lisa's afraid the bowl may sink in the dirt. So we're pouring sand and setting some stones to anchor it.
Let's see if we can stamp on that and get it down. If not, we'll have to take a little sand out of there.
Jump around. Jump around. Jump up, and get down.
One more try.
Oh, man, that's heavy.
And it's set. Now it's time to fill the bowl. We're using a base layer first, then adding play sand. And there is a difference.
Is it just more play sand?
Yeah, this has so much different size particulate in it. It's got gravel and really fine stuff, and it's a little more dirty too. So now we'll just put all the good stuff right on top, and we're set. Now just dump it in. Perfect. Let's pretend I'm one.
Here we go.
We're finishing up the arbor by adding a mini flagstone patio underneath.
It's accenting our main patio. I want to carry that theme over. It's just something where there's a landing for people to sit on. It's a perfect little finished detail. Shoving it right in the cracks.
This empty space by the house is in need of a little something, so Lisa came up with a one-of-a-kind bench idea.
By putting it there, you match the 2 urns in the bench with the urn in the fountain, which is across the garden, so they kind of bring the theme together.
Time to put the bench together.
What kind of rocks are we throwing in here?
Just basic river stones. We just need some ballast for these urns so they don't trip over. Oh, perfect. Oh, perfect. Sit down. Enjoy your urn.
All this hard work.
Yay.
You've earned it. Planting!
Yay.
Are you excited about that?
Yes.
I gotta think that for a designer, it's like
Oh, it's icing on the cake. We want some elements of formality to anchor the whole property. We've got the green wall. I want some green against the house. So we have some solidity in there. And also we want color pops, bang bang. So I've got some phormium that have yellow. Then we've got some flowering vines on the fence, some chartreuse plantings against the back ivy wall.
Lisa also has some great planting tips.
This soil's a heavy clay-based soil, and in summer especially, it's going to be really dense and really compact, and roots need air exchange and gas, and so we have some sand and pumice, and we'll mix it in, and it'll really add benefit. There's some fertilizer in here too, so the plants will really thrive.
I am extremely excited about rolling out the lawn today because I am tired of looking at mud in my backyard.
You want to stagger so that you don't have 4 corners coming together at the same time, because they tend to peel and corners will dry out as well.
Okay.
So having them staggered, you don't get that problem.
And to finish off the yard, a layer of mulch.
It's coming together. It really looks like a yard.
Coming up, We say arrivederci to the old yard and hello to our new Italian grotto garden. Check it out when Landscape Smart returns. When we started, this cold, drab yard wasn't much to look at. Now it's a welcoming Italian grotto that's all about relaxing. Before, the yard was really showing its age with an old beat-up lawn and a cracked patio that needed a major facelift. We left the old concrete and covered it with Connecticut bluestone for a rustic, formal look that also saved us time and money. An arbor with a mini patio underneath provides shade and privacy and is a great place to sit and unwind. In the back, the earned water feature creates a whole new space to hang out, and it adds movement to the garden.
It's so peaceful and the water just gurgling. We just find it so relaxing.
And nice that you already have these big rock on site, right?
Yeah, we got to reuse these, and Lisa put this beautiful frame, making kind of a focal point, and it just ties in the whole water element so nicely.
That round cement bowl turned into a cool sandbox that's fun for kids and adds character to the yard.
I'm getting the feeling this is the spot for
This
Grayson.
is the spot.
Grayson, you like it
Grayson
here?
loves it in the sandbox. It's hours of entertainment, which is absolutely perfect.
And nice, it's something so simple, you know, you get a lot of bang for the buck.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's very safe for her and just the right size for her, and we're having a blast. As you can tell, a blast out
Absolutely.
here.
Finally, the new lawn Dan's been wanting, and lots of colorful Mediterranean plants and vines.
Good to go on the grotto vibe.
Grotto is going on.
Yeah, that's a grotto.
Grayson, we're gonna cut you loose right now. I'm Paul Gelly. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time on Landscape Smart.